Top 10 Biggest Fortunes Inherited by Dogs. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hey Aluxers, we know most of you plan to be rich in the future, and although we recommend you work hard and build your fortunes, it might be interesting for you to see how rich some pets got by inheriting their owner's money. This might be hard to believe, but there are people who care more about their pets than their distant relative. So what can you do? Of course you're going to put your life's work into your dog's name. Here are the top 10 biggest fortunes inherited by dogs. Number 10. Ande left her dog $25,000. Let's start out easy. Believe me, this is an insignificant amount of money compared to what's coming next. Ande, the dog's owner, didn't lead such a happy and fulfilling life. The woman was married to a terrible man who abused her and made her life a living hell. So it should come as no surprise that Anne developed a special bond with her dog in which she found love and comfort. In 1909, the woman tragically died when she was shot by the monster that was her husband. But she sure made that Fanny, her dog, wasn't going to end up on the streets. She left her all the money, $25,000, to a lovely couple in Buffalo to take care of Fanny and make sure that her pet was going to grow old in a loving family. Number 9. Diana Myberg left her dogs $81,222. Diana Myberg, a brewery baroness, was a devoted animal lover that adored to be surrounded by faithful, four-legged friends. She already had a lifetime companion, Jason, but she saved another homeless dog, Jasper, soon before she died. Diana made sure that her dog continued to live in her mansion and left a good $40,613 to each of her four-legged friends. She entitled her son-in-law, Sir Benjamin Slade, to take good care of her dogs and to manage Jasper's money. He apparently did a good job because the rumours has it Sir Benjamin invested the money in the stock market and tripled the pet's fortune. Number 8. Alexander McQueen left his dogs $246,000. Alexander McQueen was the founder of one of the biggest labels in the fashion industry, the fashion house Alexander McQueen. The British designer tragically passed away in 2010 when he was only 40 years old because he committed suicide. He left a note with clear instructions. "Look after my dogs. Sorry. I love you. Lee." The man left $82,000 to each of his English Bull Terriers, Minter, Callum and Juice, that led to the generous sum of $246,000. But that's not everything he left. A devoted animal lover, he also left $165,000 to the Battersea Dogs and Cats Home and the Blue Cross Animal Welfare Charity. Number 7. Nora Hardwell left her dogs $1 million. Nora Hardwell was kind of a more solitary woman who lived all of her life on her own, being surrounded only by the loving company of her two dogs, Tina and Kate. And of course, someone had to inherit her money, and who else could have done that other than her beloved companions? The woman left a will where she left a generous $1 million for the maintenance of any dog or dogs which I may own at my death for the period of 21 years from the date of my death or until the death of the last of my dogs, if earlier. After Nora died, the dogs continued to live in her mansion and enjoy the 4-acre lawn. Number 6. Majel Barrett Roddenberry left her dogs $4 million. Well, the famous creator of the Star Trek series, Gene Roddenberry, was married to a lovely lady, Majel Barrett Roddenberry. The woman was very fond of her loyal four-legged friends and made sure they were going to be taken care of after her death. Majel Barrett left $4 million to her dogs and made sure they were going to live in one of her gorgeous mansions until they die. And just to be sure her wish was going to be fulfilled, she left another $1 million to any employee who accepted to live with and take care of the pets. Number 5. Sidney Altman left his dog $6 million. Sidney Altman was a businessman that built his fortune from selling bathroom fixtures. But the thing about Sidney was that he was a man full of surprises, as everybody was going to find out after his death. The man passed away when he was 60 years old, and his girlfriend of many years, Marie Dana, expected to inherit most of his money, as everybody else also expected that. But didn't I tell you he was a man full of surprises? He left his $6 million estate to a woman indeed, to Samantha. But who was Samantha? Well, his beloved Cocker Spaniel. He left her $350,000 and a fabulous house in Beverly Hills. His lover, Marie Dana, also got something, an annual $60,000, but only if she took care of the dog. You can imagine the woman went bat crazy. While we're here, you might want to check out our older video on the most expensive dog breeds in the world after this one, or click now on the top right corner. Number 4, Gail Posner left her Chihuahua $11.3 million. I'm guessing it wasn't so hard to spend a fortune on a dog, given the fact that Gail Posner didn't really have to work for her fabulous lifestyle, as she was the daughter of the famous American businessman Victor Posner. Gail was very dedicated to her little Chihuahua, Conchita, her entire life. She always spoiled her little four-legged friend with things like a gold Cadillac, a $15,000 Cartier necklace, a private bedroom and bathroom, or weekly spa treatments. Gail died when she was 67 years old and left a generous $3 million trust fund and a beachfront mansion in Miami that's worth $8.3 million to her beloved friend, Conchita. Number 3, Leona Hemsley left her dog $12 million. Leona Hemsley was a powerful businesswoman, the owner of the 80s famous hotel chains, Hemsley, but she was still best known as the Queen of Mean because of her terrible behaviour. Although she was evil with the rest of people, that was not the case in the relationship with her beloved dog, Trouble, who, as her owner, had a bad temper and impressive biting skills. Leona died when she was 87 years old and completely ignored some of her relatives by leaving Trouble the unbelievable sum of $12 million and making it the most hated dog in the world. Eventually, a court intervention cut Trouble's fortune from $12 to $2 million, which was still enough for the dog to continue to live a luxurious life. Number 2, Eleanor Richie left her dogs $12+ million. Eleanor Richie, the heiress of the Quaker State Refining Corporation, was a very antisocial woman who only got along with her mother. In early 1960, her mother tragically passed away, and Eleanor was basically left alone. She found shelter in the love of her dogs. Eleanor became a hero for the homeless dogs, and by the time she died, she had no less than 150 dogs in her shelter. She made sure the dogs weren't going to end up on the streets once again, so she left over $12 million for the maintenance of her pets. After the dogs died, the money still wasn't over, so the rest of it went to the Auburn University Research Fund for the research of animal diseases. Number 1, Carlotta Liebenstein left her dog $80 million. Carlotta Liebenstein was a German countess who left the whole world speechless with her devoted love for her pet, a German shepherd dog, Gunther III. When she died, she left her buddy the unbelievable sum of $80 million. Only there wasn't any until he died's clause in her will. So the fortune was later inherited by the son of Gunther III, the lucky Gunther IV. But the caretakers and managers of the dog invested the money, and nowadays the fortune reached the sum of over $372 million. Not to make you jealous or anything, but Gunther V, besides his numerous property he owns, he also has a chauffeur-driven limousine and a personal maid. I wonder how he tells the chauffeur where he wants to go. That's not something you hear about every day. What do you think about these people leaving huge amounts of money to make sure their pets are taken care of after they pass away? Would you do it? Who do you give the money to? Let us know in the comments. Because you've stuck with us till the end, here's some bonus info. In our leisure time around the internet, we've come across an account dedicated to the rich dogs of Instagram, which showcases the lavish lives of pets from rich kids all around the world, with pictures like these. If you click on the top right corner, we've put together our favourite ones in a blog post. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos we recommend you watch next. We're also on all the social medias. Thank you for being an Aluxer.